It's another wonderful and busy day right here in Muskegon, Michigan, and you've come to the right place. I'm your host, Craig Person, owner and operator of Blue House Manor on the corner of Pine and Isabella in the McLaughlin neighborhood of Muskegon, a unique place to live. I'm also the president of Blue House Investment Group, your trusted partner. Thanks for joining us today. You know, as I stand in this chamber, it occurs to me what makes America great. And that's the American dream. And that dream often starts with you owning your very first home. And often that home funds your very first business. You see, that entrepreneurial spirit is still in our DNA in our city. Although we've had this economic downturn, there's a lot to appreciate. I'd like to share that with you on this Coffee with Craig. Welcome back to Coffee with Craig. Today I'm in downtown Muskegon at City Hall, and I'm asking what the City of Muskegon is doing to help its residents improve their homes. Want to know the answer? Stay tuned for this next interview.
My name is Ashley Briggs, and I work for the City of Muskegon as a Community Development Specialist, and we run many programs in our office. Currently our new one is Healthy Homes.
Healthy Homes, what's that?
Healthy Homes addresses hazards in a house. So a lot of our programs that we have, they don't address like mold, structural collapse of the house, trip hazards and things like that. So that's what this program addresses. Things, that people on a daily, especially senior citizens, those that are disabled, that have wheelchairs, that can't even get into their bathrooms, so they can shower and bathe properly. We address those things, so everybody can, despite what their ailment is, it's livable.
Is it grants?
Yes.
Is the grants include city workers or established connection with workers, so the person gets like a turnkey solution?
Yes.
Oh, it does include all that.
So what it is like, so the whole entire process, with Healthy Homes, and kind of all of our programs work the same. So it's like, once we get the application, from the, applicant, the applications come to me. After their application is processed, I go to my assessor like, hey, here's the list of homes that we need to go to. And she goes in and she assesses every part of that house.
Wow.
Top to bottom, everywhere. She assesses that house.
Right.
Then she gives me a Healthy Homes report. I look at those hazards and I say, hey, this is a 1, this is a 1. These things.
So they get ranked.
Yep. So we get the contractors, they go out and they bid the job. So I contact at least 3 to 4 contractors, and they go out and they bid. They look at the same spec sheet that I had from the report, and they go out and they just say, hey, I think I'm gonna charge this much for this, I'm gonna charge this for that. And I usually give them about a week to, write up their specs, and they send it back to me, and I just go through the process of looking at it price-wise.
How does this make you feel, being able to see this? The results of this? The
result of it is very rewarding, because there are so many people that's out there that need the help, honestly, truly need the help. And, they come in, they're defeated. They don't want to, really talk about it, but they're at their last straw. For example, one person in the household, if you make over $40,500, you're not, we can't help you. But if you make anything below $40,000,
and that makes sense to me, honestly, because folks, let's not take a good program and try to squeeze every bit out of it when you're doing well. This is for people that need the help. Right? And the help is there. A lot of folks are looking for help, and this is a really great program for that. And I really appreciate you for coming on our show today and sharing it with us. If they want to know more about the Healthy Homes program, how do they find out about it?
You can go to the City of Muskegon website. You can call our office. That's 231-724-6717. Or you can come in person to Muskegon City Hall on the second floor, room 202.
Let's go into some of the other programs that you have.
Okay, so I have Lead Safe Muskegon, and this program is countywide. So we have some programs that's just for the city, but this is for the county. This is for kids, people who have Medicaid kids in the house, 6 and unders, and if they have an elevated blood level, they are the ones that we're looking for this program.
Do they also have to be homeowners, or can they also? That's one I forgot.
Landlord can do it.
Landlord?
Yes.
So landlords, there's a lot of homes out there where there's chipping paint and problems, isn't there? There's some help out there to help do some lead remediation.
Yes, and a lot of these homes in Muskegon, they're old, so they have the lead paint, you know.
Yeah.
And then, people move in, they have kids, and kids get it. They get that lead paint, they eat it, it's sweet, they like it.
Oh, it's sweet?
It's sweet.
Oh, goodness.
Yep, so they eat it. And, the next thing you know, you taking them to the doctor for, whatever routine, and they check, for lead, and there it is. And they have a high blood level. And we want to get that, so, people come, they go to the health department, for example, and that's where a lot of, they do those tests at the health department or at their primary doctor. But these doctors send them straight to the health department, and the health department says, hey, here's this program, and we're gonna abate your home. And so they send them to us, and we take it from there.
So here's my recommendation to my viewers: go get your kids tested.
If they're Medicaid kids, yes, they have to have Medicaid.
Oh, they have to have Medicaid?
Yes.
Okay, so if you're on Medicaid and you have children that are 6 or under, go get them tested. Don't wait for the worst symptoms to show up, because regardless of whether or not you apply, you can qualify for this program. Children that are exposed to lead start having all kinds of neurological problems, and we don't want to see that happen in our county. And they're in these old homes that folks have been getting by by doing as little as possible. So go in and get your kid lead tested if they're 6 or under and on Medicaid for the program, and do it because it's the right thing to do otherwise.
Yes.
Okay, great.
We have our rental rehab program, and this is tailored towards the landlords.
Landlords,
rental property.
get your pens out. We got some information for you.
So we have this, and if you have properties that you need a roof done, you just need some upkeep on that house. This is the program for you.
Just kidding.
It's not free like all of the other programs, because we do require you to put half down.
Oh, half?
You have to have.
Is there any rules stipulating what the rent has to be, or any limitations that are put on the landlord for selling, or how they rent?
Yeah, no, well, not how they rent, but it's mainly, we look what they have to show documentation that at least they have half, because we have to. So they have to show us. I at least have half.
Proof of funds, half of the work.
Yes.
And that's all that you need. That's
Need that, yep.
Can I do a backflip on it right here, because that is really cool. There's so many landlords. So a lot of landlords start with just 1 or 2 properties and never go beyond that. Yeah. They get overwhelmed very quickly. So it's mom and pop operations. Thought they might supplement their income in their retirement, things like that, and they get over their heads. So and folks think that because you're a landlord you're rich. You're not. I can promise you that. You have to do a lot to get there, right? So I'd love to see those folks get the additional help so they can help their tenants as well.
Absolutely, and I think this is a good program, for the landlords and, their tenants, just to help keep up, So with that, there's a $100 application fee that's not refundable.
Okay.
And so they bring that in, required documents that we ask for, and, we do testing, so like we do lead asbestos testing, just to see, what really is our problem.
Yeah.
Just to help them out. But, whatever their issue is, in the house, we're there to do it. We go find the contractors as with all of our other programs.
Yeah.
And, we get that estimate. And so, with the documentation, the verification that they actually gave us to show that they have the funds, half of, the entire job.
Yeah.
We like, hey, well, here's the estimate. we're finna go do the work, you know. And so this is one of our smaller programs. We don't really get many people who want to do rental rehab for whatever reason, but I mean, it's one of the programs that's here.
Do you own a company with 5 or more employees that did business on or before the pandemic and whose business was affected by COVID? Regardless of obtaining a PPP or EIDL loan or grant, your business may qualify for a special government tax program that could provide your company or nonprofit with thousands of dollars per employee, and this opportunity is available for a limited time. It costs nothing for you to find out if your company qualifies for this limited offer. Simply call Blue House Investment Group at 408-657-6285, and our representatives will be glad to answer your questions free of charge. Time is running out, so call today. Welcome back to Coffee with Craig. This is In the News. Look who just beamed in. Andrew, how are you?
Doing well. How about yourself?
I'm doing phenomenal. Andrew was a participant in our Muskegon What's to Come first episode called The Unsung Heroes of the U.S. Cafe, really showing off all the things that your program and your nonprofit and all your efforts to save trees and incorporate people into the crypto community has been. So let's stop and drop right into the first subject. What is Shiva Fest?
Shiva Fest. Oh, you would start with the big one. Okay, so Shiva Fest is a festival that we are hosting in Muskegon Heights. It'll be a citywide festival. There will be different venues throughout Muskegon County that we'll actually incorporate into the festival as well. But we're bringing art, we're bringing culture, music, musicians from across the globe that not only are in Web 2 but also in Web 3 here to Muskegon, and everybody is going to be working together for the same cause, to provide for the community and to provide for the Redwoods.
You know, it's really interesting. You merge, environmental, almost justice in a sense, by planting trees, bringing and preserving very important ancient genetics in these old trees and in plants that we want to preserve. And you also marry that with the crypto community, and you have to understand. Many of you say crypto. Oh, I don't understand it. But listen, come to Shiva Fest, right?
Yeah.
Because you can learn a lot about crypto. You'll meet a whole community of people who are going to come together, get offline and from behind the computers, and meet the real people that make it all happen, right?
Yeah, from musicians to artists, well known from across the globe, educators. We'll have a little something for everybody, whether you want to taste food from across the globe, food from Welly's, which is one of the restaurants that we are going to be bringing here to Muskegon.
Is it out of Italy?
Yes, Welly's is out of Italy, and they'll be coming here to Muskegon. It will be one of their first locations in the United States, and we get the honor to host them here. So
that's phenomenal. You know, Muskegon Heights is really a huge resource that's underutilized. So to see that you're going to bring this festival to that community and make it citywide is really impressive. So what are some of the events and happenings that will be taking place, and when is it going to be happening?
We'll have, the first Shiva Fest will actually take place August 31st. It's a Thursday. We'll have a kickoff ceremony with guest speakers, and it'll go through to Labor Day. We'll end with a Labor Day parade and then a mass tree planting, and all sorts of different festivities in between. We'll have a fireworks show, a drone show. We'll also have a carnival, street performers, all sorts of fun stuff. You know how we do here. We like our food trucks, and musicians will line the streets to show everybody what we're made of.
That's awesome. Hey everybody, if you do me a favor, tell Andrew when you do reach out to him, because he's probably also looking for sponsors. Am I right? For everything.
Yep. Correct.
So sponsors, whether you want to get involved with it, let them know that Craig sent you, okay? Because that's really important. One last thing, really quick. You've had 2 experiences now with me. You've got Coffee with Craig, and you also have Muskegon Wants to Come. From real life experience, what do you think of Coffee with Craig and where we're headed, and also the kind of ways we're trying to co-equally promote both cities?
I think that collaboration over competition is very important
So true.
when you're growing within a community, and I think that what you are doing is showcasing all the different entrepreneurs within our community, so that way we can connect and that way we can thrive together and move forward together. And so I find that Coffee with Craig is extremely important for all of us to be able to connect with each other and continue to build the community and thrive together.
Thank you for joining us in the news segment today, Andrew. If you're considering getting off the couch for a minute and doing something that makes a difference and having some fun doing it, join Andrew at Shiva Fest. In our next segment, I attended a special meeting with the Chamber of Commerce, a breakfast where they discuss economic concerns and business concerns in the city. And I'm going to show that to you now on the next segment. Well, good morning, everybody. It's a great time to have a good cup of coffee. The Chamber of Commerce is throwing a breakfast event. It brings business people together to network and gives them a status of what's going on in our wonderful community. And wonder who I have here today.
Hi, Doug Brown, and in addition to being county commissioner, a co-owner of Grand River Office Furniture.
Oh, awesome. Tell me about how old the business is and how long you've been doing it.
It's a young company, about 4 or 5 years old, but I've been doing it for some time. We are a chamber member, and been a chamber member for many years.
I work for a nonprofit. I work for Greater Muskegon Economic Development.
Oh, awesome.
I am the program director for the PTAC program, which helps other small businesses that want to work with the government.
Wow. So does that give them access to grants, funds, anything like that to start their business?
We can't help with grants unless they're like research innovative grants,
Okay.
but it gives them access to all of our free resources that we have to kind of be a middleman and educational step to help them learn how to work with the government.
My name's Dave Mettendorf. I've been selling real estate in Muskegon 36 years.
Dave, how did you get your start?
A guy named Elmo Hahn, he sold me a house and I was impressed, and I asked him if I could work for him, and he says, well, you know, we have to buy suits and stuff because I had a lawn business, and he taught me the business.
Real estate is a good barometer of the economy and what's going on, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is.
Tell me what you're sensing is going to happen in the future here.
So we've seen maybe a 10% decrease from crazy pricing where people were making like 6 bids on one house, but I think we're actually at normal pricing right now.
Hi, I'm Steven. I'm the CEO of Eco Smart Home Pros. We deal with technology for the home and business.
That's awesome. What are you seeing in Muskegon? You know, initially when I started, I did one smart apartment, right? And I'm probably going to stop there for now. Okay. But tell me the cool stuff you're doing, because I know you're doing some cool stuff.
Yeah, we do the complete integration. So we have systems that we can help plan out so that you can have voice control over the entire system. So.
Hi, everybody. Guess who I have here?
I'm Aubrey Glick.
And what do you do for a living, Aubrey?
I work for Adelaide Point as their marketing manager, and I work at Bear Lake Tavern as the assistant manager.
So if you guys see these really cool postings of Adelaide Point and all the TikTok stuff and all the cool stuff that's going on, guess who's doing it?
It could be me.
I'm Jake Kilgo, associate broker with Pinnacle Realty West, and the president of our local NAREP chapter, Roma.
It's really exciting to have Jay come and visit us here at the downtown Delta Hotel. We're having a Chamber of Commerce meeting, and I want to say something to you. Jay joined our Coffee with Craig interviews, and I got a call last night asking about who is that realtor? Is he a really good realtor? And I said yes, because I want to see more business come to Muskegon like yours.
But one thing the Chamber is currently doing for filling the workforce shortage is everyone's familiar with the Watch Muskegon campaign. We are actually turning that into an external campaign to help attract people to come live and work here in Muskegon County. So if we haven't reached out to your business already, we would love to have a conversation with you.
Of course, but we should be breaking ground, getting close next year on the largest solar array in Michigan. And
our dream that we're pushing on to Muskegon Heights, it's their dream that we're listening to and asking, how can we help you? So that is our approach, and I've been talking with Troy Bell about that.
Hi, Emily.
Hello, Craig.
We are in the Delta Hotel today, and what are we attending?
We are attending the Muskegon Lakeshore Chamber of Commerce Business for Breakfast. So we have these about once a month per year, and it's always focused on a hot topic in business.
I love hot topics. I cover them on Coffee with Craig. What are the hot topics going on right now?
So right now we just heard from Greater Muskegon Economic Development, which is our economic development organization for the county. And right now some of the hottest topics are the workforce shortage, finding qualified workers, building that talent pipeline to, keep our economy going. But then also still continuously working on Muskegon's image.
Oh, well, I come from Silicon Valley originally. So what I thought about this meeting was really that one thing we can also discuss is how we can inspire people to start their first business as well, right? And so that's really important to retain employees, but some people aren't going to come back to work to the same jobs they were having. I'd like to see more people decide to start a business right here in Muskegon. What does the Chamber of Commerce do to support that?
Yeah, so entrepreneurship is huge and so important to our community. So the Chamber of Commerce, along with our partner, Greater Muskegon Economic Development, Employers Association, we're all housed in the same suite. So we're actually a one-stop shop for starting your own business.
Really?
So you can start at the very beginning. We have SCORE Mentors, which is a national program that has, retired or current business people that'll sit down with you, talk one-on-one, meet you where you're at. So if you need to start a business plan, or if you need to run just like an idea by someone, they'll help you get to, the next step, which usually the next step is then, getting your LLC. So joining the chamber, getting that networking, building your network. And then GMED can help you with finding a location if you need that for your business, and so on.
How do we find out how to become a member of the chamber?
You can go on to muskegon.org. We have a whole page for membership, or give us a call, or just stop into our office. So we love people stopping in and chatting with them.
One quick word, what do you think is so amazing about Muskegon?
Passion. Everyone has passion, from that entrepreneur that's just starting to the CEO of one of our largest corporations. Everybody loves Muskegon.
Welcome back to Coffee with Craig. Whether or not you need a little help, the City of Muskegon is there to help you. If you need to start your first American dream and start your first business, go talk to the Chamber of Commerce here in Muskegon. Muskegon is an amazing place to live. We've got 26 miles of lakeshore for you to explore. There are several new businesses that are starting their operations here, and it's a very progressive place where you can find that American dream. Keep watching Coffee with Craig. I've got several episodes to help you do that. You can reach out to me and have a coffee with me if you like. My number is 408-657-6285. This is a wonderful journey discovering Muskegon. Discover it with me. Get up off the couch, do something new, and you could be where I'm standing now. Thanks for watching Coffee with Craig, and it's time for me to beam up.